I would say that I think organizing has been better. We're seeing some hospitals that never were unionized taking votes now, and it is a result of the pandemic. As a union hospital, we struggled with PPE and everything, but I believe that the non-union hospitals had an even worse time because they were just told, quiet down, no, and that's it. Where we would put up a fight, and it was a fight. Sometimes it was over stupid stuff. My favorite story is, at one point our CDC said that you didn't need bonnets for your hair when you were caring for the COVID patients, and there was pictures going around of all the different countries, how the nurses were getting dressed for the COVID patients, and they had all the other countries were in these great big bunny suits with the helmets and the respirators. Then they had, the nurse in the United States with just like, her regular scrubs and a little mask, and that's it, and that's what they were trying to promote. And so we had some bonnets that we just had as a floor, and we had administrators come and try to take them away from us because the other floors they had more than one floor that was COVID. So they said, everybody's going to want it if we let you have it. And we're like, well, this is ours. It wasn't even our administration, and they brought like a couple of administrators and had like a showdown with us at the nursing office, telling us to all take off our bonnets because we weren't allowed to wear them. Wasn't recommended by the CDC, and I stood there as a rep saying, no, nobody take off your bonnet. And there was probably 10 of us, nurses aides and nurses, and nobody took off their bonnets. It was like a whole big thing. They unlocked the boss's office and were going through our drawers to see if they could find the bonnets and dispose of them. They called security, never did find the bonnets. And, within a week, everybody was allowed to have bonnets. And it's such a silly thing, but it was a huge win for us. It empowered nurses so much to say, hey, this is wrong. We're not going to stand for this. And that's what we kind of noticed during the pandemic. When things were going wrong, people were reporting it to the reps. They were, calling us on the phone, sending us text and things. And we would carry the fight, and we didn't always win it. But, that resistance, I think, prevented, worse problems. So I think that has been, some people might say, oh, that made the union weaker because they didn't win all the battles, but I think it made us stronger. It made nurses stand up and fight, and we're still fighting, but I think we're a lot stronger because of the struggle and because of the fight.